Recovery to me is a day-by-day slog, but with each step forward, it gets easier.
Recovery means to me is living a long and happy life, a proper life. It's actually living again.
Recovery to me is a double-edged sword, really. Sometimes it's amazing, sometimes not so. Bad days are a struggle, but with what I've gained so far in my recovery, the struggle's made easier by knowing what I've got to lose.
Recovery for me is about being abstinent from alcohol and drugs, having that control back into my life instead of substances having control over me.
Recovery for me is waking up in the morning and appreciating life again. It's about supporting my peers through their own journeys.
Recovery means to me that I can live just a normal, carefree life without having to worry about anything and just enjoy life.
To me it's a multitude of things, but at the moment I see it as a basket full of tools that I'm learning to use to deal with my personal and mental health issues that over the last however many years I've tried to blot out with the misuse of alcohol and drugs.
Being able to get back into the open and gaining more confidence.
For me, recovery is change. It's a brighter place. It's a recognition that things are different.
Getting up in the morning, knowing you've got a purpose, people who love and respect you for what you've achieved, make everything all worthwhile.
It was helping people to move on in their lives, essentially through one-to-one mentoring. So we recruit and train volunteer mentors to do that support on a one-to-one basis. And then, in a wider sense, what's happening now is that there's a really strong recovery community building. The support is now, there's a brilliant peer support network as well as recovery support. And I think that has grown beyond what anybody could have imagined.
It offers a weekly routine. It offers me constant things to look forward to, and to know that I can go there every week and be supported by the CLI family.
The thing I enjoy most about CLI, the friendships I've made and the bond that's grown between us. Before CLI, the only friendships I had came in the shape of a vodka bottle.
It's definitely the support you receive and the people in it. Not just the people that work there, but the people that do voluntary, the people that become mentors, and the people that come in for support, the community that's built.
I felt amongst friends as soon as I went into my first group, so I felt a warmth and positivity that I'd craved for so long. As time has gone on, we've grown just bigger and stronger as a group. We support each other, laugh and cry with each other, hang out with each other, and have a mutual respect for each other.
I think CLI actually saves lives, and we can't rely on the government or the state to help us. I think people have to help each other and support each other, and I think that's what the ethos of CLI is all about.
We work with people who have diagnosis of mental health illness, and that's sort of led to becoming addicted to substances to manage whatever they're experiencing. And then we've also worked with people whose addictions led to a deterioration in their mental health. So it's complicated.
I'm a strong believer that you cannot deal with, especially in any kind of addiction, you cannot deal with a mental illness and a drug separate, or the addiction separate. They are connected.
Enormously, absolutely inextricably, someone's mental health and substance misuse are linked, and I've worked with lots of people for whom that's been the case, and the difficulty is the exclusion from services. So that I have found frustrating, in that somebody can't use mental health services because they're drinking, and they can't stop drinking because they can't cope with their mental health without, they're self-medicating.
I think that the links between mental health and addiction are very strong, because When I'm in a positive mood, I tend not to pick up a drink, but when I'm in a low depressive mood, I tend to pick up a drink to block out the negative thoughts running through my head. Therefore, I think that my mental health and addiction go hand in hand.
It's 2 years in, just over 2 years in. You're asking me where I think it can go. I think it can and will grow at least 4 times as big as it is now.
It's about re-entering into society in a different way and learning to do that, and learning how to live life differently. And it's about filling that gap that the lack of substances or not using substances, whether that be alcohol or drugs, has left, and filling that up productively.
You know, I feel really fortunate about what life is like, and I think if in sharing my experiences around that, that can be a visible illustration of what other people should be aiming for in their recovery too, and it's helpful and supports people to reach higher, then I'm all for that. I think that we just got to spread the recovery love.
I'm starting on that long road. I think I've come a little way so far, but I've got a long way to go. But I'm now able to deal with things that I've run away from, hidden away from for years and years, and actually I'm a happier person for it.
Capital letters. Recovery is possible.